Welcome, ladies and gentle peoples. We are here. We are back after a hiatus of about what was that? 3 weeks. Three
2 weeks,
weeks.
about 2 weeks.
It was like 8 weeks. It was a lot of weeks. We weren't here. We were doing a little bit of self care, a little bit of breathing, a little bit of daddy yoga, a little bit of sleeping, eating, pooting, all that other kind of stuff that you do when you just take care of yourself. Grooming type stuff. Anyways, we're here, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. We are Shaded Pixels, where we break all kinds of topics, and in this particular episode, no topics, down to their shadings and pixels. Shadings and things pixel by pixel, topic by topic. It's all one of those things, and we just break it down like
it doesn't
like
matter.
this.
There's no topics. So
We're still breaking nothing down, though. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that sounds great.
We're
But
breaking like bread. We're breaking bread.
yes,
breaking bread. Yes.
as usual, you know me. I says right here. It is I, Buddy 3000. Over there, we got my man Shawn Heartbreak Kid Richards.
Howdy. I don't know what else to say at this point. Just howdy.
Alright, shut up before I mute you. And down low, real low, is the one, the only, Esteban Cuevas. Hey, Color
I'm
Wind.
just right below you. I'm not like off screen or anything.
As usual, we got the whole Voltron crew back together. Fellas, what in the world's been going on with you guys? What y'all been doing? Y'all been playing? It's been a minute, for real.
Yeah. Let's get kicked back. Let's just put our feet up. Yeah. Let's just get
Stuff a cookie in my mouth, all that
No, I'm not
jazz.
gonna do that. I don't want to break the chair or something. End up on like Twitch fails or something.
Nice.
Sorry.
It was my birthday.
Oh, happy
Sean's birthday.
birthday!
It was also Sean's birthday.
Holy crap! Both of y'all are older. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still the youngest.
Yeah.
Dang it! Stop
They'll never
reminding
change.
me. Stop reminding me, Dad, on it.
Yeah.
So what'd
I'm
y'all
30
do for your birthday?
I'm 32 now. I took a week off because that's what adults do when they don't have money. They just take a week off and then they stay at home.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't even know if I do that anymore.
Right. Well, in my position, I don't have a wife or a kid. I'm all alone.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. But I mean, it wasn't bad. I've been having, unfortunately, some sleeping issues recently. You guys know about that.
Yeah.
But I caught up on some sleep. It got
Good.
really bad before it got better, but it is
Yeah.
better now.
Yeah. Have you tried any before I even ask that, what have you tried to help you sleep better?
Well, a lot of things, because actually I've been having sleeping problems ever since I was like 13. So
Mhm.
this isn't anything new for me.
Right.
But it's just this type of sleeping problem is interesting for me because normally what the problem is that I can't sleep.
Right.
It's like, oh, I'm tired. It's still 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't go to sleep even though I want to. Right. So I'm pretty sure I have some form of insomnia.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've tried, like don't drink, this stuff after a certain hour and,
Right.
Make sure you go to bed during this time and don't have any screens on, all the normal stuff. And, I see a therapist, and part of the reason it was maybe you thought, maybe I need to talk to somebody and sort some stuff out and everything. And I have, but it hasn't made my sleeping better. But a new problem is
Jeez.
new problem. The reason why, like for example, the time I fell asleep on the podcast.
Nice.
That
was great.
Now I'm passing out in the middle of the day. Now I'm sleeping too much.
Holy crap! You got narcolepsy now?
I don't know.
Jeez. No, the reason why I asked is because my sister has the same problem.
Okay.
She's been going, and she's like, holy crap, she's like 46 this year. And she's had it since as long as I can remember.
Right.
So she goes through the same thing. She attempts every night, she attempts to go to sleep, usually around like early. It's like, if as long as she's not playing a game, which, thanks to Division 2 has been just about every night. As long as she's not playing a game, she usually tries to go to bed at least by between 8 and 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So that because she knows that somewhere in there she's gonna pop up in the middle of the night at least twice. Because just like you said, she'll wake up at like 1 o'clock, and then she'll be up for like 2-3 hours, and then she has to be up early in the morning by like I don't know, maybe 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So she's up at 3. And so half the time she just stays up because she's like, even if she tries to go back to sleep, by the time she goes back to sleep, it's time for her to get up.
Yeah.
So she's been going through the same thing too. And
yeah. Well, what's weird actually for me is normally, okay, now with this new like almost narcolepsy type of thing happening, I have no freaking idea anymore. But normally what it used to be was once I was asleep, I was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the problem was that when I woke up, also I didn't feel rested, so I'm not sleeping well either.
Yeah.
But the main problem was just getting me asleep. I rarely woke up once I was out.
It was just getting to actual sleep
sleep, and then actually feeling rested once I was awake. But now I'm like passing out, like in the middle of the day, or sometimes it'll be off. I have no idea, which is actually why this Thursday I'm going to be going to the doctor. I'm going to have a sleep study done.
Interesting.
This is going to be a very long time coming. So.
Oh, dude, Shawn, he's going to turn into Freddy Krueger. I'm telling you, he's going to come back. He's going to be wearing these cardigan sweaters and stuff. Oh man, if he puts on a glove in the middle of a podcast next time we on, I'm telling you, I'm out the freaking room. Podcast over, just like that. Done, son. Done.
Yeah, I mean, just
I don't mess with Freddy, okay?
What happened to Shawn?
Oh, he fell asleep. Look
it
at
wasn't
him.
Me. It wasn't me.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh wait, there he is.
He fell asleep. Awesome. So, what about you, Shawn? What'd you do for your birthday, mate? Aside from falling asleep.
I am 26 now, so I just
shut up. You didn't have to tell me that. Okay, I'm just putting that out there. You didn't have to tell me how young you were.
I thought it was okay to share mine.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't make me feel self-conscious about my age one bit. Not at all.
You're the one sharing your sister's age.
That's very true, but I didn't say anything about my age. Okay, there's a difference. I can share hers. She's not here. She's not watching, all right?
So she can't defend herself.
That's right. That's the whole point. I get to get her back behind her back without her knowing. Go ahead. Continue, Shawn.
Hey, stop. It's rude to point.
Fine. I'm sorry. I apologize.
But speaking of birthdays, I guess, and sisters.
Yes.
I am now an uncle.
You're not. That's right. Congratulations. I saw that.
My sister had a baby 2 days after my birthday. So
awesome. So now you both get presents at the same time. So do you have a new car seat for yourself?
It's in the works.
It's in the works? Oh, that's so cute. That's awesome.
That's cool.
So what's the baby's name?
Xavier.
Xavier. Oh, wow.
Wow,
hey,
nice.
No pressure. No pressure. That is awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I know.
Yeah,
so
like that one dude who's named Hero.
Yeah, right. So how's the mama doing?
Cool,
yeah, how's the mama doing?
She's doing good. She's doing
Doing
good.
well. She's settling into having, the kid and everything, and it's not wearing her out. She's not,
Well, I mean,
Not
choking
yet.
you out every time you talk to her.
I think she's still kind of in that little stage where everything's so nice and beautiful.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the good stage. All right, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I remember those days. Those days, yeah, I remember.
my pretty
Multiple
soon gonna
times.
make. Oh, I haven't slept in 3 days. I'm starting to feel it.
Phew. Dude, those those little infant days are rough. rough. Esteban knows exactly what I'm talking about, but woof.
I don't know because I don't have
Just in
any children.
terms of not sleeping, in that way.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, just from other people who have had children and everything, I've heard the years 0 through 18 are the hardest.
Really? That would be quite accurate. Very, very accurate. Yes. Right now, my
The years where
oldest.
your kids are around you are the toughest. Yeah.
Yeah, my oldest is in driving school now, and he's about to be a junior in high school. So my fear is that I talk to is that I get, because he's down with my ex in North Carolina. So my fear is this summer he comes up to visit and tells me he's no longer a virgin. That's my fear. I'm like, yo. Because what's hilarious is, and I hate to out my son, but hey, it's got to be done. My wife was, I don't do Instagram. I probably should, because all my oldest kids do. They are on the gram something fierce, right? And my wife gets on there and, she does her thing because she has all the little natural hair product ladies and beauty ladies that she watched to learn how to braid my daughter's hair and all that other kind of stuff, right? So, just happenstance, I think she got an invite from my son. So, they connected on Instagram. So, which I thought was interesting also. So every once in a while she pops in just to see what he posts. And he posted one of these are almost extra, those like screenshots of somebody's chat where they show what they said and then what somebody else says and da da da, and it's supposed to be something. Yeah, it's supposed to be something funny or lewd or something like that. He shares one of those, and the whole joke in the chat was supposed to be about some girl sitting on some dude's face. And I was like, okay, why is my son sharing that? And does he even know what a girl sitting on a dude's face means? And I was
How
like,
old is he?
crap! This is not what I want to find out over Instagram. He will be 16 in
He knows.
May.
Oh.
Yeah, he
knows.
better not. Daggone it.
He knows.
Hey, Esteban, I'm in denial, okay? Would you stop it? Stop it, son. This is not what I want to hear right now.
I mean, I knew about something like that probably like when I was 9 or 10.
Oh, jeez.
When I was a sophomore in high school, I learned how to roll a joint while I was in wellness class.
I hate you. No, what's worse is that my wife,
I
she
went
works.
to a shitty public school, so
Yeah, my wife works at a school where it literally goes from kindergarten through high school, and she has some of the teachers in there. They basically have told her that some of the kids there, that are around 12 years old, are no longer virgins.
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
dude. I was like, dude, stop it. I've got two 13-year-olds right now. So that's the last thing I want on my mind, that all three of my kids are like in that realm of activity.
Dude, look, I remember when I was 10 years old and I was in, God, that must have been 5th grade, 6th grade, something like that.
Uh-huh.
I remember there was a lot of the boys there talking about wanting to have sex with the girls then because they could do it without a condom at that time because they had not developed sperm yet, so they can get away with it.
Dude, this is, okay, you know what?
Okay, no.
This is...
I'm not kidding you, dude.
Speaking of horror movies, have either one of you guys... have either of you guys seen Us?
No, because it's a horror movie. I'm scared of movies. Horror movies, dude.
You haven't seen
something
it,
like that, which is going to be really profound and say something about our society as a whole?
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. Dude, it's...
At least ghosts aren't real.
Oh, man. I went and saw that with my wife last Thursday when it came out, right? And it is every bit as good as Get Out. And Lupita Nyong'o, she has like a couple of scenes in there where I swear
she's the lead, right?
Pretty much, yeah. She's pretty much the lead, but it's focused around the whole family. So the whole family.
Well, she's the one on the poster.
Yeah, she's
the one holding the scissors, right?
Yeah. She's got the biggest name of all the actors and actresses on the movie. So yeah. She's the lead. And I swear, her performance in this movie was mind blowing. It's like she has a scene in there, and she changes her voice for the doppelganger. And I don't know if either of you have seen any trailers where she's spoken.
I've heard some things about what it's about.
Yeah,
so
where
I'm aware.
Oh, you haven't. So you haven't.
I don't know, but I don't care about spoilers. So
so she does this thing with her voice that she studied that apparently is a real thing, where sometimes when people go through trauma or whatever, they get this condition where it messes with the inflection of their voice and everything. And she kind of melds that with this raspy, creepy, just, it's almost like she's constantly gasping for air, but she does it in a way where you can hear every word clearly, even though it's just off. And I swear, every scene that she does this voice, and it is creepy as hell. I swear, it is definitely, it's like one of those memorable moments in cinema for me, because when we were in the theater, I swear you could hear a freaking pin drop. If anyone snapped their fingers, I swear the whole theater would have just jumped out of their skin. Yeah, exactly. It was perfect. And and just watching the movie, and the thing was, and Jordan Peele even says this, when you walk out of the movie, he wants you to be completely confused. And even though I got portions, it's not like you don't understand the plot, because you get what actually happened, but trying to make sense of what he was really aiming for and what this represented and why this was there and why he used this was just confusing. So I walked out of there with like 15, 20 questions on my mind. I was like, dude, why scissors? Dude, why that? Why did that happen? And just sitting there going, and it was one of those things I kept mulling over my head. And I swear I spent this past week just watching YouTube explanations of what the ending means and what this means. And I swear it's like every time I watch one, every last one of them has something different that they all got from it. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. Dude, this is crazy. But it's awesome. Greatest, it's like the highest, biggest opening for a horror movie ever.
Yeah. It beat Get Out, I believe.
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, it did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Which was fresh. I was like, wow, man, that's.
It did jump.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I was like, I can't wait for Twilight Zone, for him to actually start doing the Twilight Zone episodes. Not that I don't want him to make movies anymore, but I was like, dude, if I can get it on more of a regular, in that same fashion, on like a Twilight Zone episode kind of basis, dude, I'd be in heaven. I love it. Absolutely. Great time. Highly recommended, ladies and gentlemen. Highly recommended. Loved it.
I have a really weird thing when it comes to horror. I've been afraid of horror movies ever since I was 4, and I saw The Exorcist.
Oh, dude, you don't
That
have to
fucked
worry
me
about
up.
that. That effed me up too. I literally told my wife I will never watch that movie again.
Yeah.
And honestly, I didn't really start watching horror movies until maybe when I was a junior or senior in high school. I started watching them again.
Well, I never got over that. I still don't watch horror movies to this day.
Yeah, it's right.
But I have seen a few along the way,
Hmm.
and I kind of have this thing where I want to kind of get over the fear, right? Because I don't like being afraid of something like that.
Right. Yeah.
But I've seen a few horror movies in passing,
Mhm.
and I've noticed that I don't really like any of them, even beyond the horror.
Well, let me ask you this, because horror is one of those genres, kind of like, I guess you could say any other genre that has a lot of subgenres to it. It's very
Right.
diverse. So, what type of horror movie is it that gets you?
Okay, all of them, but
Really?
but there
So,
are a
like,
few that get me like more than others.
So
Uh,
which ones are the ones aside from Exorcist? So I can definitely put like Annabelle and The Conjuring up there with Exorcist, because those
Yeah,
are
yeah. So like,
relatively
possession, the
similar.
religious kind of horror, that kind of thing. That stuff really fucks me up.
Yeah,
But
that messes with me too.
even more so than that though are slasher films, and the reason why
Really?
is because the way I look at it is like, well, that can happen.
So
Can I-
you couldn't do a Scream,
No,
really?
Oh, Scream's my favorite.
So
It's
yeah, you
because-
definitely
because
wouldn't be
it's
able to
the
do
one-
Us.
it's the one that's more likely to happen. Can someone just decide to put on a hockey mask and go after you with a machete? Yeah,
So what about something
those are
like
real. No.
yeah? What about
So-
something like a zombie movie where it's like, hey, that's far fetched. That couldn't really happen.
If it's a horror movie, zombie movie, then no, I still can't do it. But I probably won't be as scared of it as I would. Right.
That's interesting.
That's the other thing, though. That's the other thing too, because it's also how you depict things. Like, for example, I've noticed that I really dislike, like stuff with a
Gore.
lot of gore.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah,
There's a
that's-
lot of people that don't like gore movies.
And but it's not like it disgusts me or anything like that. It's just that
It's
it's
disturbing.
horrible.
Yeah.
It's just fucking horrible. Like all these people screaming, and it's awful, and it's just bad.
Uh-huh.
And then especially about it though is that this is what I was going to get to earlier. I don't see the value of wanting to get into this because I don't see anything of value past it.
Right.
Like I've seen a few of the Saw movies, and
yeah.
and not only are those like awful, but also the stories are terrible.
Oh yeah.
Like the
They're bad.
plots are dumb and they don't make sense, and these characters are stupid. And it's like, why does anybody like this?
Oh, dude, I love it. Just for the mere
Other-
fact that it's an engineer that's killing people.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. Oh, and the traps. Oh man, I love the traps sometimes. I mean, for me, that's like the fun of it, figuring out the traps and figuring
Okay.
out what he's going to do to allow them to escape some of the traps, knowing that at least one person that's stuck in that room or stuck in a trap is gonna die, and then every once in a while he'll put just one person in a trap, and you have to guess whether or not that person is going to live or get out of the trap or not. Because his whole thing was trying to make them, and that was in my mind, all horror movies have some kind of either morality play or lesson that it's trying to teach.
Oh,
Underlying.
that's the other fucking thing though too. Like for example, Friday the 13th, and it's like just don't have sex. I'm like,
Right.
that's fucked up.
Some horror movies do a better job in terms of what they try to teach than others.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I kind of feel like all of them have something that they're trying to relay, and Jordan Peele's movie even more so than most. But because like Saw what was Saw? That was kind of like he was
Don't be
trying
an
to
asshole.
yeah, that was kind of his morality play.
Basically, what goes around comes around. No evil can be unpunished.
Yeah.
But
An
let's be honest
appreciation,
with
an
ourselves.
appreciation for life and that kind of thing, and actually recognizing that you affect other people's lives rather than just, being like Sean said, an asshole. When you could actually help people.
Well, I said that, but okay.
That's fine. It's whatever. I'll take credit.
Ding.
Well, but I mean, let's be honest with ourselves, though. With some exceptions, because there are some people on there that were more douchey than others. The punishment did not fit the crime usually.
Oh hell no! It wouldn't make for a good movie. Then you got to throw it all the way to the edge.
I know, but for something that's supposed to be about morality.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I think I already know the answer. What about a movie like, I guess you could probably put all the Stephen King's movies out, right? You wouldn't do those, right?
Probably not. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've ever seen a movie based on Stephen King's books.
Okay.
Or a movie that he made, because not all Stephen King movies are.
So you haven't done The Shining, right?
I have not done The Shining. No.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's not just like the Stephen King ones, but there are like a couple that I think kind of melds, like does a better job of have like that engineering type mind in there, like The Ring.
Like what is it called?
The Ring.
The Ring.
Oh hell yeah!
Because the way they find everything in The Ring is because they try to manipulate the videotape that they have, just like kind of like going through picking it apart, and then seeing past the frame in order to like figure out this mystery going on. And it's really more intriguing on that. And then it has its own morality of the only way to survive is to share the tape, which means somebody else is gonna die.
That tells me that that's not entirely a horror movie. Then that tells me that it's also part mystery, which means I can get behind a mystery movie.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that.
You see that, and I should also point out that this fear of horror movies has also just transplanted itself over to video games.
Oh,
so I can't do.
You know what's wild? I can't. I won't say I can't. I don't do horror video games. I really don't. Like when that Five Nights at Freddy's stuff came out. My son's
horror. That's trash.
Would you stop it? All right. My sons went through all of the little theories and stuff that those games have, and it's deep, Sean. Okay.
The story is deep.
Those freaking jump scares are scary. All right, daggone it. It got me a couple of times when I was just watching replays.
It gets me every time. I still don't like it. I don't play those.
I don't play those either, dude.
Look, really, the only horror games that I've been able to play, and this is actually something fairly recent, are the Resident Evil games, and partly it's because I think the backstory and everything is actually interesting.
Oh,
which is
hell
also
yeah.
Which is also kind of weird. Because personally, I think that a lot of the stories in Resident Evil are trash. It's just the lore.
Yes, the lore is better than the stories. Yes, yeah. I agree.
All the interesting stuff has already happened. What you're playing through isn't very interesting.
Right. Yeah. That's what's hilarious because to this day, I don't think I've played completely through a whole Resident Evil game yet.
I've played through one, the very first one.
I couldn't get through it. Dude, when those dogs were jumping through the damn windows and shit, I was like, oh my God. I couldn't. Back then, I couldn't handle it. I was like, the dogs jumping through the windows and the big thing that was coming after you, that was chasing you, that you couldn't kill. I was like, dude, why would you ever put something in the game that you can't kill, that you have to spend all this time running from? I just couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it. I was like, I can't shoot it. I can't stab it.
That's funny you mentioned that because right now, because I've been slowly, and I mean slowly, making my way through the Resident Evil 2 remake, and I've just run into Mr. X. Mr. X, he's the big tyrant that yes,
X baby. What?
Yeah, X gonna give it to you. He's the big tyrant that follows you around throughout the whole game now.
he completely saps any horror out of that game because now he's just constantly coming after you.
And he doesn't necessarily bust through walls per se. He uses the doors and everything, so you just constantly hear him walking after you. So like fuck. Oh my god. Fuck, he's here again. Excuse me,
it's like, you bastard.
Just whatever. I just gotta run away from this guy. And he even pushes them out of the way.
Yeah.
Like the monsters and everything. So now it's just like a runner game.
Yeah, it's a running game. Yeah. I can't do those. I want to, but I can't do Silent Hill.
Oh no, Silent Hill. No.
I can barely do the movie, and the movie really isn't that good, but it has very creepy imagery. The imagery in the movie and the music that they use in terms of heightening the moments in the movie work. For me, it was good, but I've heard a lot of people say that it was trash. So it's made me question whether it really ended up being good, just mainly because I never played the game.
Well, I don't know what to say about quality, but let me tell you something. We were talking about how I'm afraid of horror movies, right? I saw Silent Hill. And I wasn't scared.
You weren't scared? No, it's not that it's scary. To me, it wasn't that it was scary.
So I wasn't scared.
It was just creepy. It was just like, I didn't like all the, the walls melting upwards. And the weird little things walking around. And,
it's definitely like unsettling and everything.
Yeah, it's unsettling. I never thought it was scary. I just thought it was creepy. Yeah. It's just one of those creepy.
And I will say, I'm somewhat familiar with the Silent Hill franchise because I have a friend who really likes them. And he's like, oh, it's so great and everything. He also talked a lot about Silent Hill 2, and, a lot of people do because they say that one's fantastic. And I'm like, no.
Can't do it. You can have it.
Never.
No, thank you.
Can't do it. To me, Silent Hill 2 is probably like the video game equivalent of The Exorcist. So if I'm ever going to get there, that's like the last one.
Well, that's off my bucket list. Bye-bye.
But some people think there's some that are other. Some people think that there are other games that are creepier and everything. That are scarier.
I'm sure there are. I don't doubt that.
But I've also noticed that usually that gets the number one just because people say that not only is it extremely scary, but it's also like a legitimately good game with a legitimately good story and all that stuff. So,
oh man. So I will definitely say I've grown to appreciate horror movies, and unfortunately, it's thanks to my wife. I really didn't mess with them until she had this spree where she wanted to see, what is it called? The Last Exorcism, The Conjuring, and I forget what the one. There was another one around that same time frame, and it was another something that had
Insidious?
to do. Yes, Insidious.
Yeah.
All those movies came out around the same time. Last Exorcism was trash, but Conjuring was really good, and we loved that one just mainly because it was based on a true story, blah 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 blah, all that other kind of. So we were just mad curious about it, and Insidious was good. It was enjoyable, but it was one of those things where I felt like around that time frame, horror movies just started. A lot of good horror movies really started coming out around that time frame, and it kind of escalated because those did well, and then all of a sudden studios were like, oh my god, we can actually start pumping money back into horror movies again. And next thing you know, you got all these good horror movies coming out, which I think is awesome.
Same thing happened to video games.
Yeah. It was good. I didn't think it was going to be good, and that turned out to be fantastic.
No.
You don't like it?
No, I liked it. It scared the shit out of me.
Really? Yeah, dude. I freaking loved Pennywise. The original It scared the crap out of me. The first part of it scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. So that stuck in my head forever. It was like the part 2 of It back in the day was garbage. It was not scary. It was just the ending of the story, right? So that's why it makes me kind of worried about this one, because the kids are grown up and they go back as adults to kill a freaking monster. I'm like, dude, how can that be freaking scary? I'm hoping they figure out how to make it not necessarily scary, but better than the original. But I was like,
it's Tim Curry on blood-filled balloons.
I know, dude. Well, he's dead though, isn't he? I think he's dead. He's not dead.
He's alive, but he doesn't act.
I was like, I knew he didn't do something.
DJ, the call. It's gonna end right now.
Oh, it's gonna end. Okay.
So fix that real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just give me a quick second. I'm gonna pop these people up, and we come right back. You're gonna just see us blip. We are blipping, blip, 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 blip. Calling everybody, calling everybody. Hey, everybody, calling everybody. Come on back. I said, come on back. Come on back. I said, come on back. Come on back. Just come on back. Calling everybody. Calling everybody. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm back.
Intermission music. Calling everybody. Calling everybody.
We're here.
Dang it! And now I have to like refresh the screens because Zoom doesn't want to, play nice.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Okay. Oh, there goes two people. I think I'll just leave this one off. I'm just playing. Esteban is back. Awesome.
This episode is not brought to you by Zoom.
Yeah, basically. It sure as hell isn't.
I don't even know if that's their slogan.
Yeah.
I think we do have something to plug later on.
They should pay us for that one. That was awesome.
Okay, we were talking about horror movies. It.
Yes,
Yeah,
dude. I
Tim
was
Curry.
quite impressed with it and the way they did it. The guy that they actually got to play it. I don't even remember the dude's name.
Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah, but he was awesome. The makeup work for Pennywise and the camera work for Pennywise was awesome. Definitely creepy as hell. My son, it was creepy enough that my 12-year-old son was actually scared to watch it because he saw Pennywise in the trailers and he was scared of the scenes he saw in the trailers.
So
And I forced him to watch it. And he actually liked it and he wasn't scared. I was like, see, I told you. It's not scary. It's just creepy as hell. He was like, you're right.
So I went to see it with all my roommates and my girlfriend.
Uh-huh. In the theater.
In the theater.
Oh, man. See, I don't know if I could have done it in the theater. I haven't seen it.
And the one thing my girlfriend is scared of
is clowns.
Oh,
yes!
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, she flipped out.
A couple times she did, yeah.
Nice.
The one scene where Pennywise just comes out of the projector.
Yeah, that's a great scene.
That
got me too, dude.
She screamed too. I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
Sis.
I was not expecting it, dude. That was a great scene.
That was
a great scene.
Nope.
It was. That was
Esteban was like, that scene sucks.
The thing was, the first part of it was in the trailer, so you're just like, oh,
right.
Yeah,
You weren't expecting it. Yeah.
And you're thinking, oh, it's just gonna be very creepy. You didn't expect. Oh shit!
All of a sudden, he's just like, bam, right through the screen. You're like, holy shit! Oh god.
Oh god! If that movie was in 3D,
dude, that would have been awesome.
I'm just imagining people.
You wouldn't have a girlfriend anymore. She probably would have had a cardiac arrest right there.
I would have had one.
Like everyone's dead.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the whole audience is just like. No, dude, that was one of the best remakes I think I've ever seen. Honestly, it was really, really, really good. And it was one of those that made me want to watch Stephen King movies again, because I had taken a hiatus, for a long time, because his movies don't necessarily scare me, but because of the tone that he uses, and he always has some kind of social commentary that's hidden in his stuff also. It's just creepy as hell. It's just one of those where you leave the movie theater or leave the TV and just like,
It's
It's
weird
like,
because there's another one that like Pet Cemetery is coming out.
yes, I want to
Like
see that
I
one.
think either like I think next month.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
next month.
not this upcoming weekend, but next weekend
Hmm.
is when the remake of Pet Cemetery is coming out, and the trailers of that look pretty good.
They do.
I mean, I don't know if I'll see it, but I mean, they look pretty good.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna see it.
Okay.
I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see
But
it.
yeah, I'm in terms of horror games, I can't do horror. I mean, I tried
Have
to
you
do
done?
a lot of
Have you done some? Which ones have you done?
PT.
Really? I don't even know much about that. I've heard about it. I don't even know much about that.
Oh God, I there were two reasons I remember that because I remember downloading it, and I first time I started playing it was in a brightly lit room all by myself, just like in there. Okay,
Brightly lit
I
room.
played it. I started playing it and I got too creeped out. I got scared. I turned it off.
Nice. So what was it about that game that creeped you out? What I mean, what is it even about?
I mean, you're just going through this hallway, but you're going through it over and over and over again. And it starts to like grain on your mind, and then
I
there's
see.
just like small little things that change each time.
Hmm.
I think it was the one where there's like a silhouette in a hallway,
Hmm.
and then I just saw the silhouette. I was like, I'm done. I'm turning this off.
It's like, yep, there's a little girl in the corner and she's not moving. Okay, that's it. Turn it off. Boop.
Yeah, technically, PT doesn't have like a story because it's only a trailer or teaser.
Yeah,
It's just a teaser. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
but second time I played it,
All the
I
way
streamed
through?
all
Well,
the way through.
is there an all the way through for the
There is no
freaking
record
hallway?
of the stream, and I feel bad
Yes.
that there's not because it's me. I streamed the entire thing. I was with this. This is when I was a senior in college because it was all my college friends and more of the friends just like sitting there. We are shit faced drunk, just playing through the entire thing, and I was just like, "That's it. All right, cool. We're good. We're done."
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Do you not know about PT? Because I mean,
No.
I
I've
don't
probably
One that
seen
was
it.
supposed to be Silent Hills until Konami pulled the Konami.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was the
The only reason
First
why
off,
people
no,
found out is when you went through the game, when you went through to the end of the teaser.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't, dude. It was probably one of those where I saw people posting their jump scare moments in that, and them turning it off, and I was just like, yeah, I don't need to see that. That's enough. No, thank you.
yeah, but if you're talking about like horror, see, in terms of like Resident Evil, like I use Resident Evil 4 as like kind of like an idea of that. I don't consider that more of a horror game. I consider that an action game with horror elements.
Yeah.
And with those
I think
things,
that's what it's evolved into. I think the first one you could almost say was hard,
yeah,
because it had legit jump scares in it.
yeah. Well, I mean, the second one did too. Not
Well,
the remake.
Dude, I didn't even play the second one, so I can't even comment.
The second one absolutely did. The second and third games are horror games, even though they were more action oriented than the first one, but they were still horror games. It's not like Resident Evil 4 and 5 and 6. 6 is barely even horror at all.
6 is a dumpster fire. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, let me put it this way. Chris's campaign is an action Call of Duty dumpster fire.
Nice.
Sherry's campaign is a weird adventure-y dumpster fire.
Is it a Tomb Raider dumpster fire?
It's
It's not even Tomb Raider's level.
No.
And then Leon's campaign is an action horror dumpster fire.
Nice.
So just to kind of give the audience a baseline, a horror game is effective when you know your character is vulnerable. That's why in many horror genres you are given limited amount of ammo, limited amount of resources for you to escape. In Resident Evil 5, the ending sequence has the main character punching a boulder into lava. That doesn't show vulnerability, people. That's just trash.
Yeah, that's an action film.
Oh
That's
man.
not even an action film. That's like B-movie schlock that
B movie action.
So
was
Shawn,
gonna be like, that's like Steven Seagal level, not caring at all at that point.
Yeah.
so
And not
Shawn, let
even
me ask you
good
this.
Steven Seagal. It's like old fat Steven Seagal.
Yeah, Fat Steven Seagal with the dad bod. Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah.
And DMX is there.
Oh, that's gross. Yeah, he was there in a couple of his movies, wasn't he? Oh man, that's bad. It's bad I even remember that. Jeez. So Shawn, let me ask you this: did you or do you play Dead by Daylight? Is that what it's called? Dead Before Daylight? Dead by
I know what you're talking about.
that the dead game. You didn't like that one?
I don't like that type of game. It's like that in like the Friday the 13th game, where it's basically you are
Which
one
I
of the
didn't
killers,
Yeah.
and you.
I wanted to try that out.
Yeah, and it's just one of those 1 versus 4 multiplayer type of games that I just don't like.
Uh-huh.
Because I remember I played Evolve before that game died.
Yeah, I liked that for all of a few months. It kind of lost its flavor quickly.
Yeah.
The whole
was
1 versus 4 thing I think is good as a gimmick within another game maybe, but not by itself.
Yeah, if they
To
had
me.
like, I want to say like a Titanfall 3 type of thing, where it's just like, you're one Titan versus 4 different people. I think that is like where that could work. It's kind of like Battle Royale. It's a mode, not a game.
No, I enjoyed playing Dead by Daylight for a while because I just like scaring the crap out of people and being the person that can do that. And some of the characters or monsters or villains in that game, they can hide themselves completely, but they can't attack while they're hidden. So it's like you can, go around the map while the other guys are trying to escape, creep up behind them, and then just like jump out at them and go, rah, 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 just start doing crap to them, right? So I enjoy that part of it, but the thing I don't like about it is that you never really actually kill them. When you do that, you have to sacrifice them. So it's like when you're doing stuff, I want to see the gore of you actually getting the kill and being like, and instead you got dude crawling on the ground and you go, okay, I got to impale you on this hook and sacrifice you to the little spider thingy. And I was like, I don't like spider thingy. I hate spiders. I'm supposed to be the monster. I don't want to be the monster that's afraid of the monster that I'm sacrificing people to.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm going to play as horror movie icons and I want a lot of blood and gore, I'll stick to Mortal Kombat. Thank you very much.
Yes, but
Or Terror
I
Dome.
can't even do that well, so I can't. So that just drives me crazy. Mortal Kombat for me is one of those games that I will watch all the time and more than likely will not play because I'm god awful and I hate being the one that gets torn to shreds. Because that will happen.
This is why fighting games need really good matchmaking to pair you up with someone who's your own level.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a case. Everyone's at a level better than mine when it comes to fight. Well, I won't say that. There was a time when I was really good at Tekken 3. There was a time when I was really good at which Street Fighter was it? I would say I was decent at Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I don't know. Okay, I might have been decent at Soul Calibur.
I remember Street Fighter 4 having decent matchmaking. I remember playing that and being like, I never felt overwhelmed by the person I was paired up against.
Yeah, they did a decent job in that one. I would actually go in matchmaking online on that and actually be able to use Zangief and do, the twirly pile driver and be like, yes! Half the time I'd still lose that match, but as long as I could get them in that pile driver once, I was satisfied. Oh Oh man.
Well, we'll see. We'll see about the new Mortal Kombat. See if it does well. Mortal Kombat X did not do that well.
Oh yeah, I have that
it's-
now, and I'm not even gonna try to get online on
It
that.
had great modes and it had good online after they fixed the online because when the game first came out, it was terrible. But
I heard that. Was it terrible on everything, or was it just on like PC? I thought it
Everything.
was. I thought it was just bad on PC.
it was. Well, the PC version was also bad because it was bad port. As
right.
Warner Brothers was known.
does not know how to
do.
port on PC.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember Batman Arkham Knight? But no, the online was just bad everywhere because they used rollback netcode, which means that if there was any kind of like spike or dip in the connection, there would be lag, there would be, inputs not being read. It was just bad. And then they did something that was very, very interesting for a company because usually they don't do this. They literally removed the entire infrastructure of their online and replaced it with a new one.
Oh, they didn't have a choice. They were getting murdered, and with the freaking, with a online fighting game like that, if you don't have something that's at least somewhat responsive, it's like your fighting community just dies quick.
Yeah.
And that's
But
what it sounded like was
especially-
happening.
Like what's funny though is that they did it like a year after the game came out, and normally, especially with NetherRealm, which makes a fighting game every 2 years, it would have been like, oh well, we'll fix the next game.
Right. They
But
actually,
no.
they actually kept working on it until they got it
Yeah.
right, which is very commendable.
Yeah,
Love you guys.
and that's why it's good, and that's why Injustice 2's connection is good. And I did the stress test recently with Mortal Kombat 11, and it was great.
So who were you
Actually
using?
good.
Did you get familiar with somebody new, or did you just stick with? The
I
person
got familiar with somebody new because right now Scorpion sucks.
Really? What's wrong
I'm
with Scorpion?
surprised because Scorpion is like a fucking pushover. You can see all of his moves coming from a mile away. I was
they're gonna
he's
change
do this.
that.
I'm just gonna block, or I want to punish it, or whatever.
Yeah, they're gonna change that. That's one of their favorite characters. They won't let him die slow like that.
There was only 3 characters in the stress test. There was Scorpion, Baraka, and Scarlet.
I love Baraka.
Ooh.
Baraka is easily the best character in the game right now.
I love Baraka.
Scott.
I don't know why, but I've always liked Baraka.
A lot of people like Baraka. I liked Baraka in Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah, I did too.
No, he's fun, but I actually was getting a kick out of using Scarlet, and it was because Baraka's actually too easy to use. Like everything works with him.
Mm-hmm. I remember in 2, he was almost like the button mash king. He was like anybody that didn't know how to play could use him easily.
He's like that in this game.
Really? Awesome.
Yeah, like with Scorpion, like all the characters have some sort of like rush down attack. Like Scorpion has this thing where he rushes at you and he's like all fiery. So he goes like, "Rah," and then he rushes at you. Baraka's just like, boom, here's my blades, bitch.
Nice.
Ow.
So it's like you have no time to react.
That's
That's
awesome.
cheap, bitch.
Yeah.
You gotta have somebody cheap in there for the people who can't play.
And then he has his
That's kind of like what
his-
was that
his
dude?
shredder move.
What was that dude that did Taekwondo or whatever in was it Tekken?
Oh,
the dude-
Huang?
Yeah, he was like button mash
Yeah.
king. If you couldn't play,
Oh, yeah.
you just use him and he just kick. I remember that, yo. That was hilarious.
And then even with Baraka, he has a shredder attack. Remember, like from Mortal Kombat 2, when he goes like, yeah, right. And in Mortal Kombat 11, the more you mash the button, the longer he'll go.
Nice.
So it's
That's
not like
hilarious.
a meter burn type of thing, like in Injustice or the MKX.
I think yes, except it's you can do it both. You can mash the button to make it longer,
Really?
or you can meter burn to make it even longer.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Like I think that's why I'm like, oh my
Play
god, this
online
character is
fighting
fucking
games.
broken right now.
Why I don't play online fighting games.
Oh man,
Well, like-
that's gonna be awesome.
The way I think they decided to balance it is that when you do the move, if you just do the move and you don't meter burn it and you don't mash the button, he just goes like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like really quick, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he stops. So like if you remember the Mortal Kombat 2, like you would do the move and he'd be there forever.
So when
Right.
well, here's the thing: when he does that and it's actually hitting the person, do they get stuck or do they get pushed back?
They get stuck.
They get stuck.
They get
Oh crap! So is there like any way to break it? Can you like do a move to
I think
break it
there's
if
like
you're
an
stuck?
air escape, isn't it?
There's an air escape, but it doesn't work for that because it's not in the middle of a combo.
Oh.
That's dude. There's got to be a way to get out of it.
So the only thing is that it's just when you start the move, it's got a very small window of activation. So it's like, okay, that's how they balance it. But it doesn't fucking matter if you actually get them because then you can mash the button and meter burn it. And it's like, oh, okay, I've already done like 15 to 20% off of one move.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, there's got to be some way to get out of it. You can't just.
But you know what? That's not even his best move. His best move is he has a projectile. And the projectile comes out so quick. It's his old projectile from the game, but it comes out. He you know, it's like sparks from.
Yeah. He does a little spark thing. Yeah.
It comes out so quick that it's like projectiles in Injustice 2.
Holy crap, dude!
Where it's like really quick, or like a gun. You know how we were complaining about the guns?
Yeah.
Well, it's like that with him. All right. Oh my god, this character is too good.
Yeah. That'll be interesting to see how they balance all of it.
They're gonna have to nerf him, but I actually played the most as Scarlet, and she's interesting.
What does she do?
Because she's the slowest out of all of them.
Really?
But,
now, which one is Scarlet? I don't even remember which
He's
one.
like the red ninja. She was the one, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. This one in like MK3 or MK4, they like Ed Boon like tried to tease her as like, oh, this is a brand new character, and she never came. So they eventually had to put her into one of the Mortal Kombats.
Yep.
Because people complained enough.
Mm-hmm.
And she's supposed to be like the red katana, basically.
Yeah. What happened was it was actually Mortal Kombat 2. There was he mentioned something with Mortal Kombat 3 about her, but what it actually stems from was Mortal Kombat 2. There was just a glitch in the game where the colors for katana would become inverted and she would turn red instead of blue, and everyone's like, "Oh, is that another character?" I'm like, no, it's just a glitch.
So in the story, though, who is she?
Well, in the original one, in the original character of her, which was in Mortal Kombat 9 when she was a DLC character, there wasn't really much there. She was just like another ninja that was helping Shao Kahn. She was obsessed with blood, and she worked with the blood arts.
Oh, okay.
Now, from what we know about the storyline, she's actually replacing Baraka as Shao Kahn's general, because Baraka
Blasphemy.
has left.
What?
He's betrayed Shao Kahn.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. They need, dude. Look, I'm gonna put this on table. Somebody smart needs to go back to the dudes that did those little Mortal Kombat, short movies or whatever, and they need to give him a freaking contract and let him do a Mortal Kombat 11 style movie, as in Hollywood movie. Because did you see those Mortal Kombat like short film things?
Oh yeah,
dude, those things were fantastic.
Yeah, they were.
I was very surprised at how well they pulled the story together and actually made you, care about each one of the different characters and their origin and all other kind of crap, right?
Yeah.
They did a really good job. And I'm like, dude, now with all the crap they're putting out in the movies nowadays, there's got to be somebody, say the person who decided to make another freaking Tomb Raider movie, or whoever decided to do Prince of Persia. They should dump some movie into another Mortal Kombat.
They are making a reboot Mortal Kombat movie.
They are? Okay.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing something about that, but I don't know if it's gotten off the ground or anything like that.
That's what I'm saying. The thing is, though, who are they going to get to do it? Are they going to let that guy that did those do it, or are they having some other weird new director who's never played a game in his life?
Yeah.
That's my question, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know. There's only one character in this game that I absolutely hate. That's just due to my personal fear. Why the fuck is Deborah a thing?
Who is the
It's the
bug lady.
Bug lady.
The bug lady? Oh, the bug lady. I thought she looked kind of cool. Is she like garbage or something like that?
No, it's just not bad. It's just
Just in terms, well, I mean, like in the storyline. Oh, he's scared of bugs. Nice, nice. I don't like spiders, dude. I'm with you there. Bugs and spiders, I just can't. Mm-mm.
Like, I'm glad they brought back like Jackie Briggs, Cassie Cage, even Kotal Khan and Aaron Black. Even though I'm not too happy about those, except for Aaron Black, which you have a gunslinger cowboy. Fuck yes. I'm happy about that.
I still haven't figured out how and why he's even in the storyline, but okay, he seems to work.
He's a Earthrealm person who works for our world. That's about it.
Yeah, that's what I never got.
He's a grunt. That's about it.
I never understood that. I was like, okay,
Chopper.
Yeah, interesting. Gunslinger.
Yeah, but no, we don't need Bug Lady. We should get it. Just no.
She was one of the bigger characters.
Bug lady. It's awesome, dude.
She was one of the bigger characters in the story because she was Kotal Khan's
like it.
The Tan Woman.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten a chance to play through the story part of X, but it seems like she's.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to like go back and play it now, just because I have it and I need to.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm eventually gonna get through the story because you know me. That's the only thing about playing through the story modes in NetherRealm games. You have to use all the damn characters, and there's certain characters I'm good with.
You have to use like half the characters. They really
not all. You know what I mean. You got to use a lot of different characters, and I'm like, okay, I just got used to playing freaking Johnny Cage. Why the hell are you making me use so and so now? Daggone it, I hate you. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I just learned my first combo with Johnny Cage, and now you're making me change to another person.
Okay, I do have a question. Name a game that has a better story mode than Mortal Kombat. Or
you mean a fighting game?
In a fighting game, yeah.
Injustice.
Besides
Injustice 2.
I don't like Injustice 2, but Injustice definitely. I was down with Injustice from start to finish.
Injustice 2 story mode might be better than Mortal Kombat X.
Really? I can't stand Injustice 2, dude. I can't handle it.
You know what? Now that I think about it, because I did go back to it like a couple of years ago. Actually, the best one out of all of them is still Mortal Kombat 9.
I don't think I've ever played MK9 or just MK.
I'm trying to remember. Did I play 9? I don't think I played 9. Oh! They didn't call it 9. It was just Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah, it was Mortal Kombat the reboot.
I did play that. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. Yes.
That was good.
Because that was like the start of them doing the whole drawn out story. Yes, that was, dude.
Actually, the very first one was Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. That story mode
dude, that doesn't exist.
It's 9. But
that game does not exist.
Yeah, I mean,
that's in the multiverse. You are in the wrong multiverse there. That does not exist. I refuse to acknowledge.
Yeah, I still think 9 is the best paced one.
And
I think it's just because it treads ground on the story that was around before, with just a few changes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like we already know what this is. We just need to make certain changes just so it's more solid.
Good choice.
Probably,
I like
that one. I still say the worst one out of all of them though is DC Universe, but we're not talking about that. So other than that, Injustice 1.
Nice. Yeah.
Injustice 1 just had a lot of dumb minigame BS in it.
Yeah.
The mini games I couldn't stand, but my thought is any video game that can have its own story spawn a comic book that actually ended up being good takes the cake for me. You know what I mean? Because it was like
comic books were better.
No, the comic books were definitely better than the actual video game because they were allowed to show and do more with the story. And of course they could go further with it. They went a little too far with all the different years and seasons and crap. But the core of Injustice as a story and getting you interested in the story and what it's doing, I thought was just freaking brilliant. I was like, dude, this was perfect for you guys to start in a video game and then continue and expound on in a comic book.
Yeah.
It was perfect. I loved it.
Well, it's been an hour.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. It has been.
So
It has been. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know how it is. You know what it is. We kick it like this usually every week. I know. We haven't done it recently, but we kick it like this quite often. And every time we do, as you have just seen, we keep it lively, we keep it interesting, and we break it down to the Esteban. See? Right there. You see him right there? We break it down to the Esteban. Oh, man. So, before we get up out this piece, because, you know, we want to make sure we get everybody eased out of here. We just don't want to cut. You know, we want to give you a little bit more time to see my glorious face or hear my glorious voice before you go to
see you
bed.
guys later. Bye.
Damn! I gotta be like that. But, you know, we do like to kind of fill you guys in on future projects we have in the coming week, just to kind of give you guys an update into what we're going to get into, some extra content from the rest of the Shaded Pixels crew. Shawn, let people know what you're about to do.
So right now I'm just going through watching all the Marvel movies. I have a little tiny project for that going up. I'm still working on editing my my review of I've been working on. I'm also working on reviewing the movie version of this. The script's already been edited just to kind of like give people a thought of it. It's about twice as long as the latest movie review that I have. It's not good. But yeah,
This should be
that's
fun.
what
Yeah,
I've
it
got
should be.
going on. I'm trying to make it into a bigger event right now.
Sure. Yeah, just like the movie.
Okay. I dig it.
Okay, to let you guys know, I used to own the PS2 game. I own all the books. I own 2 copies of the movie for some reason. I also own a version of the soundtrack because, of course, I fucking hate myself. And on this little dumbass box that I have with a bunch of ROMs and emulators on it, it has another copy of Aragon for another system.
Nice. Are you going to name your first child that or something?
God, no.
Why not?
Shawn, do you like Aragon?
Okay, to be fair,
Maybe.
I liked it whenever I was like in middle school.
So you still like it?
Okay.
It's okay. No judgment.
I don't know. It is literally Star Wars. If they tried to make it, it is Star Wars fan fiction set at the Lord of the Rings universe.
Okay. I get it.
But yeah, if anybody wants to know about where you all can find me, it's going to be at
Aragon.com.
2017.org. Don't look that up. Please don't let that be a website. It's Shawnton Studios on Facebook and YouTube. It's Little Big Ham on Twitter. Just follow me there. That's where I have all my stuff. So I've got things coming in the coming days. But that's all about me. What about you?
Yeah, Esteban, go ahead, man. What you think?
Oh, we have ghetto streams because that's all I can do.
Ghetto stream.
No ghetto streams this week, but what I am going to try to do is that now that I have a handle on the whole ghetto stream thing, and I've, hopefully by next week I will have a solution to this sleep problem of mine. We'll see. What I want to do is I want to start having an actual schedule, and what I think will be the easiest for me to do is just Thursdays and Fridays at 2, and I'll stream for like 4 hours each day. Nice and easy. Thursday and Fridays, just right at the end of the week, you can watch me play games.
Try bang it out, man.
That sounds good.
So I'm going to try to do that starting next week. Other than that, gaming landscape. It was late this week because I had to write about 2 weeks worth of games that I played, and I had time off. So guess what? I played a lot of games. So it took me some time to write that up, but it's done. It's going to go up tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time at heycolorwin.wordpress.com. The Twitch channel, by the way, is twitch.tv/heycolorwin. So you can see that when I start streaming next week. Other than that, the VODs go up on youtube.com/colorwin. I hope my computer will get fixed soon so I can do more than just VODs. And other than that, all my socials at heycolorwin. So that's it for now.
Awesome. And of course, I is last because I is the greatest.
Best for last, baby.
Yes. No, seriously. There's not much going on. If you've got me followed, you'll see me pop up from time to time streaming different things. Right now, I'm into Division heavy.
You've been streaming quite a lot recently.
Yeah. I've been jumping on a bunch of Division 2. My sister's been grinding it a lot lately also, so I've been playing with her. Been trying to get one of my boys to play with me, but he's in like dad mode right now, so he'll play for like 15 minutes and then his kid will jump on and then he'll leave because his character will be standing in the middle of a gunfight while I'm trying to shoot everything and protect both of them. Okay, I'm not bitter. Okay.
Not at all.
Anywho, yes, I am definitely streaming a bunch of Division. I'm gonna jump back into Anthem and Battlefield in the coming weeks just because I know there's updates. I know Battlefield is about to drop their Firestorm, which is like their battle royale. I might try that just to see how it is. And somewhere in there in the mix of things, I'm probably gonna hit up Apex Legends a bit more because my sons play that since it's free. So I might play that with my sons from time to time on the weekends. So definitely follow notificaciones on YouTube because when I stream everywhere. I do it on Mixer, YouTube, Twitch, all under the rubber dubs you see under my finger right there. So, if you see that, that is me. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got for y'all this week. We're going to come back and hit you guys up next week with something that we haven't quite decided on. We're going to decide on soon. You will hear about it from us soon. And if you don't hear about it, fine. You will find out about it eventually. But we love you guys.
We've got the Shady Pixels Twitter, and then
we gotta run all that stuff down.
We've got the YouTube channel bit.ly/Shady Pixels. You can just catch us there 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific on Thursday mornings. But if you want to catch the audio version, it is 12 hours beforehand, Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And then if you want to just catch us live, we'll be right here, twitch.tv/Shaded Pixels, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, you can just always follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram with that Shaded Pixels, with the exception of, I think, Facebook, which is still Shaded Pixels Podcast.
Yeah.
Instagram and Shaded Pixels Podcast as well.
Okay.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of the Instagram. I like to post memes.
You do you. Nice. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you guys for listening. Definitely, you got some questions, you got things you want us to chat about, talk about, or whatever, hit us up individually or even hit us up at Shaded Pixels on Twitter or anywhere else. We will respond. We will get back at you. If we do not, we are sorry.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Anyways, we will catch you guys next week. We thank you guys for watching. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
ASMR.